Hi guys, Paul Berriman here, and today I have another DVD and Blu-ray update for you. The first couple of titles I have are DVDs. So the first one I have today is Tombs of the Blind Dead. This is one of the latest cinema cult releases, only released on DVD in Australia, with really lovely cover art. I'm not too sure what the print will be like on this one, but it is a film which I've been interested to see. Next is an Umbrella Entertainment DVD, which I was incredibly excited for, the re-release of Body Melt. This is the 1993 Australian Ozploitation film. I have watched it and it is alright, it's not brilliant, but it's one of those ones that is almost so bad that it's good. You've got a great cast in there, including Lisa McCune and Andrew Daddo. There's lots of good blood and gore effects in this film, done by Bob McCarran, who did the effects for Brain Dead and Razorback. So yeah, great pedigree on this film. Really enjoyed it, and I really love this cover art, and it's great that Umbrella has finally re-released it. It was only $10 at JB Hi-Fi. I did pick up the original Umbrella release on eBay for about $60, so now I've got both of the items in my collection. So now I'll get stuck into the Blu-rays that I have, and the first one is Night of the Living Dead. This is the limited edition Umbrella Entertainment release. It contains both the 1968 original and the 1990 remake by Tom Savini. I haven't seen the remake, but the original is one of my favourite films, definitely among my favourite horror films. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm a big fan of the George A. Romero films. So yeah, finally glad to get this set with lovely cover art. There's a reversible cover on the inside as well, which I did review in a blog post. I'll put the link to that down in the description so you can have a look at the full details for this particular release. Next is another Umbrella Entertainment horror release, and it is Night of the Creeps. I don't know too much about this film, but it was one I was keen to get in the collection, and I love the cover art. Next is an Australian film finally released on Blu-ray, and it is Two Hands. Stars Heath Ledger, Rose Byrne and Brian Brown. So a Gregor Jordan film, who did Ned Kelly. I have the original Dendy DVD release of this film, and I think that actually contains the TV cut of the movie. So this is, as far as I'm aware, the theatrical cut. But yeah, finally glad to get this one on Blu-ray. Next is a horror western, which I've heard a lot about, and it is Bone Tomahawk. Great cast in this one. Yeah, it just looks like a really good film, and when a ratings advice is R for strong impact violence and blood and gore, you always know you're going to get a good film. Next is a British horror film starring Sean Pertwee, and it is Howl. It's basically a werewolf movie, so I do enjoy that type of genre. Looking forward to watching it. The next couple I have are under the Monster Pictures label in Australia. The first one is Excess Flesh. I don't know too much about this, but I'm looking forward to watching it. And the next one is described as Home Invasion meets Creature Feature, and it is Beautiful People. Looks like there's going to be some good gore effects in this one, some great violent scenes, so I'm looking forward to watching it. Next is one which I pretty much had to have in the collection as a science fiction fan. It is Star Wars The Force Awakens. I have since watched this and I did enjoy it. It did live up to the original films and it was definitely better than the prequels. J.J. Abrams has done a great job in the Star Wars universe, and is definitely an entertaining picture. So yeah, I was glad to see that one, and I do like the poster art that they have on the front. So the next two titles are two which I was extremely excited for, that finally have come out in Australia on Blu-ray through Glassdoll Films. The first one is Thirst. This is probably one of my favourite Australian Ozploitation pictures. It's a vampire movie, but it's set in modern times, modern for the time that this was made. It did have a previous DVD release in Australia, and there was a Blu-ray through Severin Films in America, but this is our local Blu-ray here. Comes with lovely, lovely cover art. There's a collector's book inside, and it's just a great addition through Glassdoll Films, a company which has recently been bringing out some great content. And the second Glassdoll Films Blu-ray I picked up, another Ozploitation classic, and it is Dead Kids. Again, they've put such attention to detail in this release with brand new extras that weren't available on the previous Umbrella DVD. This one did have a previous Severin Blu-ray release, but now I don't need to get that as I've got the Australian Blu-ray. Again, lovely cover art, there's a collector's book inside, 2 great Blu-rays through Glass Doll Films. I'm really looking forward to what they're going to come out with next. And I did read that they're going to bring out the Australian comedy Hercules Returns. Now that is a brilliant film, very hard to find on DVD, so I'm looking forward to how they're going to treat that release. Next is a small independent Australian science fiction film. It is in Phinney. This took me forever to track down on Blu-ray. I'm finally glad I did. I'm looking forward to watching it. As I say, made in Australia, science fiction themes, pretty much 2 things that will draw me straight to see a movie, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one. Next is Poltergeist, the remake of the Tobe Hooper film. Don't know too much about it, but I did pick up a 3D copy fairly cheap, so I'm looking forward to watching it. And lastly, you've all heard me mention on my channel that I'm a big Doctor Who fan. So the last Blu-ray I have today is Doctor Who, the complete Series 9. I did enjoy most of this season. Again, there were some bad episodes, as there has been since Stephen Moffat took over as head writer, but there are some really strong episodes in this season, including the Christmas special with River Song. I love the limited edition cover art, also comes with the little TARDIS signed postcard in there as well. A great release with great cover art, and as I say, as I'm a big Doctor Who fan, I'm always going to get the latest series, and it's always good to get it on Blu-ray. So that's all I have for this update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video.